So the plan was to go to Bosnia while I wasn't working on the stonehouse. But it's cooled down a lot here. And the thing with Bosnia is I could book somewhere and go there. But the dog would be in a strange environment. And just likes, he's a proper home dog. His 2 previous owners died on him, so he's pretty insecure. And he does like his routine and being here. Now the weather's eased off a lot now. It's a lot cooler, especially with the wind blowing. It's not quite August, so I'm going to see how we go for the next week, I think. In the meantime, I'll do jobs around the house, because while I'm here, he can go in and out indoors on his own. He's got his own little chair that he sits on. He's got his little places that he likes to be. So, yeah, I've got little jobs to do here. So this is the garage that I converted to a workshop, which will at some point be a 1-bedroom apartment, possibly. And what I need to do now is get a water pipe in there, so that's what I'm cracking on with.
While I'm not at the stonehouse, I won't be there for another 3 weeks. I thought it's a good time to start getting on with some of the jobs that I've been putting off at home. Being here as well is better for the dog, more relaxed atmosphere. We can just sort of chill out, take things easy. These are all jobs I've been putting off for a long time. Now seems like a good time to crack on with them. This part of the garden next to the house, it's an absolute sun trap. There's no shade whatsoever. I bought lots of things to try and make some shade. Parasols, netting, tarpaulins, pretty much anything you can think of, but no survives wind that comes through here. We have a borough wind that's really strong and it comes through here like an absolute tornado and just demolishes everything. What I want to do, put up something more substantial. I've got some steel reinforcement mesh left over from doing a patio, and I brought 3 6-metre lengths of steel tube. If I can get that up there with the steel tube that's up there already, then I can lift the mesh up on top of it and get something to grow over it, like this passion flower or the vine. That'll give a better shade, better than anything man-made anyway. bushes and the grass behind this fence are tinder dry. We haven't had rain for 7 weeks, so I use the hose pipe to wet everything down to stop the welding spark from starting a fire. That bleep you just heard on the video, that was a camera battery running low. But about 30 seconds after that beep went, as I was welding, I could smell burning. I knew straight away the grass was on fire. Now, although I watered it down, it's so hot here that that water must have evaporated pretty quick. So yeah, we had a fire. I prepared for this, jumped down off the scaffolding, bent down, picked up the hose pipe, and I turned to look up. The flames were 2 meters high. I mean, this thing took hold fast. The shrubs that are behind this fence, they've got a lot of oil content, and they don't just burn, they ignite, they explode. So yeah, it got up pretty fast and it was moving, so luckily I got the hose pipe, got that straight onto it. But for a second there, that was pretty scary. I thought I'd lost the whole field. Now behind this fence is a big field, and if we'd have had any wind or hadn't had the hose pipe ready, that would have been an absolute disaster. I'd been on the news, the neighbours would have something to talk about, it would have been chaos. But yeah, I was prepared for that. Got the water out. The damage was minimal, but still a scary moment. Once this mesh was up and secure, I took the shoots of this passion flower, fed them into the mesh. I've got a couple of vines there as well, which would grow across, but that tends to lose its leaves in winter, which will make a mess, and the grapes as well. The grapes will be dropping onto the floor. It just seems to make a mess, so I quite like the idea of the passion flower, because that's more of an evergreen, so it keeps its leaves over winter. At some point I buy some more mesh to cover this whole area. This is just an experiment really, see if it'd work. I've got plans to change it asbestos lean-to over the door. That'll need doing before I finish this off. Like everything around here, one job leads to another job, which stops another job doing another job, and it's just a mishmash of things that need doing.